My sister ruined my wedding because she didn't want me to outshine her. So I, 27F, got married 2 months ago, and my wedding day was ruined by my older sister, 29F, who has always had a problem with me being happy if it meant she wasn't the center of attention. For context, growing up, my sister was the golden child. She was smart, beautiful, and constantly praised. I was the quiet, artsy one, always in her shadow. Our parents didn't exactly discourage the comparison either. Fast forward to my wedding. I'd spent over a year planning it. I paid for everything myself because I didn't want anyone holding power over me, especially not her. I even chose not to have bridesmaids to avoid any drama. My sister was invited as a guest, but she showed up in a white, sparkly floor-length gown, and yes, it looked exactly like a wedding dress. I thought it was a sick joke. I pulled her aside, and she said, "Well, you didn't make me a bridesmaid, so I assumed dress code didn't matter. Besides, you know white looks better on me." I should have kicked her out right then. But it gets worse. During the ceremony, right as the officiant said, "If anyone objects," my sister actually stood up and said, "I don't think she's ready for marriage. She's too immature to be a wife," in front of 100+ guests. Everyone was in shock. My fiancé, now husband, told her to sit down or leave. She stormed out, screaming that I was manipulative and had always stolen her spotlight. My mom ran after her, blaming me for not including her enough in the planning. I cried through the rest of the ceremony. Later, I found out she'd been telling extended family that my fiancé had secret doubts and that our relationship was on the rocks. None of it was true. Just lies to get attention. The kicker? My parents are now pressuring me to apologize so we can move on as a family. I'm being told I'm selfish for cutting her off, that family is family, and she's just hurt. But I'm done. I spent my wedding day being humiliated by someone who's supposed to love me. Update. My sister ruined my wedding because she didn't want me to outshine her. Hey Reddit. I wasn't planning to update, but so many people messaged me asking what happened. And let's just say, things got worse before they got better. So after the disaster at my wedding, I went no contact with my sister. I also told my parents I needed space. They didn't take it well. My mom kept texting me things like, "You only get one sister," and she was clearly struggling and you abandoned her. About 2 weeks after the wedding, I got a Facebook message from a random woman named Alyssa. Turns out my sister had reached out to my husband's ex-girlfriend, whom he dated in college for like 6 months, and tried to convince her to crash our honeymoon in Italy. I'm not kidding. Alyssa thankfully is a sane human. She sent me screenshots of my sister saying things like, "They rushed into this. If you show up, maybe he'll realize he still has feelings for you. She's obsessed with being a bride. Don't let her trap him." Apparently, my sister offered to pay for Alyssa's flight and hotel. I was shaking when I read it. I showed it to my husband, and we both agreed. This is no longer just jealousy. This is full-on deranged. So we confronted my parents. Their response? "Well, she just misses you. You should talk this out." What? I told them I'd be going no contact with all of them for now, and I meant it. Here's the best part, though. Karma is fast. My sister tried to pull some influencer stunt on TikTok, crying about how her little sister turned the whole family against her and how she was punished for speaking her truth. Except she accidentally revealed her burner account, where she'd been anonymously trashing me, calling me a psycho gold digger and fake victim. A few people in our hometown saw it, connected the dots, and she's now lost her job at a local nonprofit. Because it turns out, publicly sabotaging your sister's wedding and encouraging someone to ruin a honeymoon doesn't look great for someone who works with vulnerable families. I've since legally changed the locks, blocked everyone, and my husband and I are moving to another state next month. We're doing great. Therapy helps. I'm finally breathing again. But I'll say this. If you're dealing with a toxic family member, especially one who masks cruelty as honesty, please know it's not your job to keep bleeding so they don't feel uncomfortable. Sometimes going no contact is the healthiest thing you can do. And in case you're wondering, no, I'm never speaking to her again.